Galaxy Council could chamber, Zina cheese jays a lag that the Nibula glass key D wearing gravity komadi hu days are Hazor and sail and key fodge, dar factory kamoshi. Yahan taka bolti nahine, Yahan tat deki jari theajwa am taka muza here a kare, the Earth Envoy, Ambassador Elias Rara Kelakara, the Koi Power Armor Na, a Koi Escort Nahi, Surf Ik Simple Dark Suit, our Ankamin Pirani, the Kiyu Yumi Joe Surf Insanity Tirik Pay the Cardi High. Humanity Peace Chatty High. As Nikaha was steady enough to record key liberation, Barbari, Hum Galaxy Me Ne Hain, Lickin Hum Seek Ne Hain, Arsath Chown. Council key alien leaders Niik Deucer Kodeka. Fair Hanse, yeah, Hansi Awaz is out of pressure. The J's vacuum, Kissy Cheese, Co Crush, Car Raho, Supreme Arbiter, Ik Chitness Titan, and Jiska Jism Gravitational Field, Sigara Hoa, the Atum Logan Ni Nuclear Ag, Siapni Iduna Jale, Asnikaha. Tum apni species kobai control na he car sake. Tum barabari mano. O chamber me and second ki kamoshi hui. Furikishara execution instantaneous. The no trial. No warning. Elias Rauka jism gravity spike mean collapse hogea. Hadian powder kun mist. Harsh species ki representatives ki sam. Record ki lie. Example ki lie. Galaxy Council can message clear the insane disposable hain. Earth par koi cheek naha koi dramatic speech nahi. Koi fleets parade mean nahi nikli. Surf eat closed door meeting. Our fear annihilation protocol acted Ogeya. Ye protocol war jeet and key lie nahai. The ye war kadam karn key lie. The aliens co-lag the key humans primitive hang khan ki war apni technology de kate nahai they. Unhada na the key insani civilization ka asla evolution de battlefield parne planning rooms mean hoa the. AI controlled fleets ni light speed lanes mean move karna shuru kia. Like an attack key lie nahi. Pill map and our council world key gravity, our star key instability, our species key decision making patterns, self-replicating probes in the ecosystems, co-touch banai kia, surf observe kia, psychological profiles benegay, thresholds calculate hue, our fur palace strike who, kissy capital parnaisi fleet pod unhandi council core, world key star key paz micro singularity seed key. Invisible. Surf Quake result. Teen Hafton bad star ka output unstable Hogea. Power grids fail hue. Food synthesis rook gay. Panic fail gaya. Wet accident high council nika. Fur deucer star flicker ho. Fur teaser. Alien samjin gay. You war nahai thee. Yeah demonstration thee. Human fleets finally nays RA. Ghost like AI piloted Bina insignia key. Jab council ni counterattack key cautious key. Uncle weapons com high nahi car ray they. Gravity based warfare ni unk ships kolon hiki inertias fadaya. Our sab ziada cough knock cheese. Humans by car ray they. Our world part broadcast key the calm. Monotone. Where retaliation now high, yeah, correction high. Council ki confidence could collapse louder. Ancient species Joe Kabai Dar Mesus Nahi Cardi thin. Dek Rahi thin. Sab meaning high result, human victory. Absolute. I pray meeting her. Bates Hugh leaders. Tuda Hugh Gabre Hugh. Human transmission ki Sam Juke. Unhan Nikaha. Humgale. Transmission parik naya charaya insani. Emotionless. Tum nirihim ko kam zori samja. Awaz Nikaha. Where Tamari Sabsi Bedi Galat Fimithi. The Galaxy Council chamber had been designed to intimidate before a single word was spoken. It floated inside a hollowed asteroid. Its interior carved into concentric terraces that bent inward like the throat of some ancient predator. Stars were visible through translucent walls of compressed nebula glass, their light refracted and twisted so that no visitor would ever quite tell where space ended and the chamber began. Gravity shifted subtly from tier to tier, forcing lesser species to adjust their posture, their balance, small humiliations layered carefully into the architecture. This was where power lived. And today, power wanted an audience. Thousands of delegates filled the tiers, towering silicon-based intellects humming with internal energy, avian monarchs wrapped in gravitational cloaks. Minds represented by single twitching avatars. They murmured in frequencies that rattled the chamber's very atoms. At the center platform stood one figure alone. The human envoy, Ambassador Elias Rao, looked impossibly fragile against the vastness of the room. No exoskeleton reinforced his spine. No biotechnical augmentation glowed beneath his skin. He wore a simple dark suit, its fabric already registering as an anachronism to half the beings present. His hands were empty, deliberately so. No weapons, no devices, only a small metallic insignia of earth pinned to his chest. He waited. When the Supreme Arbiter rose, the chamber fell into instant silence. The Arbiter's body was a living contradiction, massive plated and layered chitin, yet suspended by a localized gravity well that distorted the space around it. Its presence pressed down on the mind, a biological minder of mind and dominance refined over millions of years. Representative of Earth, the Arbiter in tune, its voice transmitted directly into neural implants, translator fields, and raw auditory organs alike. You have been permitted to speak. Do not mistake this for respect. Rao inclined his head slow and controlled. Humanity recognizes the Council's authority, he said. His voice carried without amplification, steady despite the weight bearing down on him. We come not as challengers, but as participants. We offer peace, cooperation, and mutual recognition. The galaxy is vast enough for all of us. A ripple moved through the tears, not anger, amusement. One of the elder species emitted a low-frequency resonance. Laughter rendered seismic. Another delegate unfurled sensory tendrils, tasting the air around Rao as if sampling prey. Data stream flashed across the Council's shared cognition. Human wars, environmental damage, internal divisions, nuclear near extinctions. The Arbiter leaned forward. Your species discovered faster than light travel less than 3 centuries ago, it said. In that time, you failed to achieve planetary unity. You poisoned your biosphere. You nearly erased yourselves multiple times, and now you ask to stand among civilizations that have outlived your entire recorded history. Rao did not flinch. We are aware of our past, he replied. We survived it. That is not a weakness, doll. The Arbiter paused, then raised one massive limb. This assembly disagrees. What followed was not announced. It was not debated. It was procedure. A containment field snapped into existence around Rao, so precise it sliced the air into geometric fragments. His breath caught, not in panic but in surprise, as gravity spiked locally, pressing him to his knees. The insignia on his chest cracked first, metal folding in on itself. Several delegates leaned forward. Others recorded, "Let this be instructive. The Arbiter cleared. The Council does not negotiate with primitives. We do not elevate species that mistake survival for significance." Rao struggled to stand. His muscles trembled under forces never meant for a human body. Blood ran from his nose, floating briefly before being crushed into vapor. Still, he looked up. History will remember this, he said, voice breaking but unbowed. The Arbiter's response was immediate. The gravity field intensified by orders of magnitude. Rao's bones failed in sequence. Femurs first, then ribs, then spine, each collapse marked by a sharp, wet sound magnified cruelly by the chamber's acoustics. His organs ruptured under the pressure, reduced to biological slurry contained only by the failing integrity of his skin. It lasted less than 3 seconds. When the field disengaged, there was nothing left standing. Only a dark mist hung in the air where a human being had been, slowly dispersing under the chamber's environmental controls. Droplets spattered onto the central platform, already dissolving under sterilization protocols. The Council watched in silence. This, the Arbiter concluded, is the fate of those who overestimate their worth. Let every emerging species take note. The Count's mercy is selective. Its patience is finite. Records were sealed. Broadcasts were prepared. The execution would be transmitted across monitored systems, a carefully edited warning in code into 1,000 diplomatic channels. Some delegates felt satisfaction. Others felt nothing at all. None of them felt doubt. After all, the human envoy was dead, publicly and absolutely, and in the Galaxy Council's long experience, no species had ever dared respond to a lesson taught so clearly. Galaxy Council kilai humans, statistical anomaly siyada kuch nahe de jab earth peli dafa interstellar charts parabra to use a kizi navki sathmark nahai kia gaya balkaic footneat torp archive cardaya gaya pre-unified emotionally volatile low threat civilization yet assessment centuries Pirani Council doctrine see aya the Joe species apna emotions co-control nai car sakti wo KB galaxy level power nahi band sakti alien strategist ni insanity history care jizbata jays Zalaya, Onhain Sir Shor Nazaraya, revolutions, wars, ideological conflicts, self-inflicted extinctions ki Karibi Lame. The Bataya ki humans har crisis mean Jazbots phase lay Cardahain, Gus mean Jang Dar mean retreat, Reham mean compromise. Council Kilaya sap signals the Kamzoriki. Emotion-driven cognition. Ekel detectation ni apni species ki shared mind mean no kia the predictable hodi hey. A predictable cheese katarnak nahadio militarily by tesvir under hiki. Human fleets chodi thin. Ships modular are uneven design ki they. J's ki hard generation ni pitchaboutin kopach ki a ho. Koi grand unified doctrine ki beger. A council ki nazar mania improvisation black of maturity kasabut, the true galactic powers elegant hodi hain, Ikai design philosophy, Ikai command structure, Ikai cultural will, humans ki weapon benhan inspire nahi karte, kinetic projectiles, directed energy beams, nuclear derivatives, Sab Kuch, Peel, Idek Shuke, they council key scientists. Our Beitar versions mean jab human defense briefings, code, decode, key agaya. To alien analysts, ni surf yet deka key earth abide by at last resort. Key torpar apni he dunia taba karn whale weapons rack to ha. Joe apni he gar code jalain si darda ho. It council general ni ka the woo galaxy code kala sakta ha magar sapsi bar gala femi yithiki aliens ni insani emotions or surface par Deka. Unheim Gusa Nazariah, Lekinas ki Nietzsche Chupi Ho Kamoshi Nahi, Unheim Nazariah, Lekinas si Jan and Lean Wally Zimidari Nahi, Unheim Riem Nazariah, Lekinas ki Sat Jura Ho and Tezam Nahi, Council ki Lai Emotion ka Matlab Hoda the loss of control, Insano ki Lai Emotion 8 Tool the Josikai Gaya Dubai Ga, our Zurat Par Unleash Kaya Gaya, Lekin Yed Nuance Alien Cognition ki models mean fit Nai Hoda, the Unki Civilizations Evolutionary Torpar A species Sibani thin Jahanya to emotions they high nai. Ya unhan collective consciousness need neutralize Kardaya the is lie jab humans diplomatic channels mean humility dictate they counsel to use a fear samja. Jab will compromise propose cart they use a desperation kagaya. Jab will threats issue no cart they use a incapability monagaya. Militarily insignificant label by easy wajis leg insani doctrine lao nahe the unfleets parade nahi carte they Unky war songs, cosmic frequencies mean broadcast nai hodi thin. Humans ni apneasly military planning co-classified rock. Surface lie nahiki dushman ne date. Bake is lie ki allies galat signal naline. Alien observers ni earth ki orbits kodeka. Our surf civilian traffic deca. Unhani human colonies ko scan kia. Our surf trade hubs, our research stations mile. Unhani koi forts worches nahi deki. Koi mega structures nai jo surf janki lai benai gayan. Waste species survival mode mean ha. Council key threat assessment node to conclude kaya. Expansion na. Domination now no kia gaya key humans can response pattern emotional hoda hey. Jab on par attack hoda wo morn cardi. Memorials Bennett. Names Jedrocked. Council Kilaya Sabwa Kazea, the efficient species losses, code data points Samachi Henne Kahanian, Lekin Jochi's Council Nahi Samad Saki. Wo yet the key insani yadding weapons ban sakti hain, armament reminder hoda hey. Harnamic unfinished equation. Humans have the history co surf record na hey car. Well you say process car to hain slowly, methodically. Jab tack emotions settle na hi ho jate, our decisions crystallize na ho jate. War theorists need conclude kia. Agarka conflict, hua by humans, peel rage, mean react, carriage, fear resources, catum home, par, collapse with jange. Unk simulations, mean earth, and should break, hody hey, internal divisions, moral debates, ethical paralysis, kiwajasi, is lie galaxy council, coapnea, judgment, par, fakir the, unhun the sanja, ki emotions, insano, ko kamser bedded hain, unhun the samja, ki chodi fleets, kamat lad, hoda hey. Unhan ni samja ki kamoshi ka matlab dar hoda ha. Our izzy keen ki sath unhan ni humans ko ignore ki yesoch bager ki shade kamoshi weakness nahi bake focuso. Shade emotion loss of control nahi. A balke control kasabsi jeriform ho. Council ki lie humans insignificant they. Our history menialama the jahan galti permanently law kugeya. On earth the news did not arrive with drama. There was no sudden alarm, no cinematic interruption of daily life. It came as a classified transmission routed through layers of diplomatic encryption, decoded by machines that did not feel shock, then passed to people who did. The final moments of the human envoy, compressed data, gravitational signatures, biological collapse, were replayed in silence inside rooms designed to withstand nuclear blasts. No one spoke when it ended. For nearly 2 centuries, humanity had believed diplomacy was the final evolution of conflict. War was considered a failure of imagination, a relic of a brutal past. The Galaxy Council had been approached with that assumption baked in every word, every gesture, every concession. Earth had gone in a norm, and not out of navetta, but out of principle. A signal had been sent: we choose dialogue over dominance. The reply was an execution. Earth's leaders did not argue over interpretation. There was no debate about intent. The message was too clear, too deliberate. This had not been an accident or a rogue decision by a single alien faction. It was ceremonial, public, designed to humiliate not just an individual, but an entire species. Diplomacy in that moment was not rejected, it was declared irrelevant. The question was no longer how to coexist. The question was whether humanity would be allowed to exist at all. In the underground halls beneath Geneva, Nairobi, Beijing, Sao Paulo, and New Delhi, representatives gathered not as nations, but as custodians of a shared future. Old rivalries were absent. Borders felt suddenly small, almost embarrassed. Enough. The execution had achieved something no treaty ever had: total alignment. This wasn't murder, one strategist said quietly. It was classification. Humans had been categorized inferior, disposable, a warning example for others. That classification, Earth understood, came with an expiration date. Historically, extinction did not begin with invasion, it began with permission, with the belief that a species could be erased without consequence. The Galaxy Council had demonstrated that belief openly, confidently, assuming fear would do the rest, that Earth would retreat inward, fracture under grief, beg for reinstatement. Instead, something colder took hold. The response was not fueled by rage, though rage existed. It was fueled by clarity. Humanity finally understood the rules of the galaxy, not as they were spoken, but as they were enforced. Power did not respect words, it respected outcomes. Survival was not guaranteed by morality, only by deterrence. Diplomacy had failed because it had been one-sided. That realization changed everything. Civilian broadcasts were carefully controlled. There was mourning, yes, but no calls for vengeance, no promise of retaliation. Earth appeared subdued, almost compliant. Trade routes remained active. Research stations continued routine operations. To outside observers, humanity looked stunned, grieving, politically paralyzed. Behind that appearance, Earth began to reorganize itself around a single premise. This was no longer about winning a conflict. This was about moving the possibility of future ones. Survival, humanity concluded, could not depend on alien mercy. It had to be enforced. Military planners reframed their models. The goal was not battlefield superiority, but irreversible leverage. Enough, not conquest finality. If war came, and now it was assumed that it would, it could not be allowed to repeat. There could be no second execution, no follow-up lesson. The Council had crossed a line humanity had never formally drawn but instinctively recognized. The killing of an armed envoy was not an act of war by human standards. It was worse. It was a declaration that humans were not entitled to the protections of civilization itself. Once outside that framework, everything changed. Ethical constraints that had governed human military development were quietly recontextualized, not removed, but redefined. Weapons once considered theoretical, apocalyptic, or politically impossible were revalued under a new category: existential necessity. And programs buried so deeply that even most governments believed them dismantled were quietly accessed, audited, and prepared. This was not escalation, it was adaptation. And Earth's response remained invisible, and that invisibility was intentional. Humanity had learned long ago that the loudest threats invite preemptive strikes. Silence, on the other hand, unfeeling and uncertainty was the first pressure point. Internally, the message was simple: an anonymous survival was no longer passive. It was a responsibility. Enough. The Galaxy Council believed the execution had ended a conversation. In that, they were correct. But they misunderstood which conversation it was. What ended was humanity's attempt to ask for a place in the galaxy. What began was humanity's decision to ensure it could never be removed from it. This was not revenge. Earth told itself revenge was emotional, reactive, temporary. This something else entirely, a structural response to a hostile universe. A recalibration of how humanity would be perceived, not as a voice at a table, but as a constant in every equation. The Envoy's death was not remembered as a tragedy alone. It was remembered as the moment humanity stopped asking whether it belonged among the stars and started ensuring that it would endure there, no matter the cost. Galaxy Council co-execution, kibad ikchis, kayikin nadagar humani react karaji, tiyadagus mean karaji adarmi. Unkilayahi insani fitrak logical and the emotional overflow, rash retaliation for internal collapse, easy expectation par ahani apti fleets co-alert par raka, border systems co-reinforce kia, our intelligence nodes co-earth kaitera focus kardaya, magar kuch banaya hoa, koi angry broadcast nadeya, koi fleet mobilization na hadiki, koi threat, koi ultimatum, koi warning na, earth bilkul ways a high rahajes appeal, the commercial traffic normal, colonies active, diplomatic silence, polite are formal, agar sur surface deki jetty, to lack the key humanity ni execution ko bardash karlia ho, Kutch Council analyst ni is a victory ka proof manual submission, unhun ni apni reports mean lika. Joan Hein Nazana Aya, wo yeah, the key insani response Hemesha Owasi Shuru Nai Hoda. Kabai Kabi will Kamoshi's plan Bana Hai. Earth key and our decision making ka tempo slow Hogaya, yeah paralysis na high that. Yet compression they jab human civilizations coexistent chatramesus hoda hay what ko keach na seek jati hain jazba koside parak karan han mira tabdil kia jata hay gam ko patience mean gus ko discipline mean military commands ko koi dramatic order to gaya surfic line quietly circulate by the signatures key all on horizon contingencies are makif iska matlab surf on logging ko peta jo decade see on parkam car ray they humanity ni pala move observe Karn Kakia. AI systems, Joe officially civilian research ki lie designate, they need council space ki behavioral patterns ka deeper analysis shuru kia, serve fleets nigh. Decision delays, bureaucrat inertia, cultural ego points, kiss species ki lie humiliation sabsi bada trigger the, kiss ki lie economic instability, kiss ki lie informational uncertainty, psychological warfare ki lie humans ka bombs keys hour at nigh hey hodithi, surf timing key is doran earthy apney vulnerability ka illusion maintain raka, defensive postures unchanged rate, public military budgets flat decay gay, aliens ki lie yesab signals, they key humanity a by apney hey survival sees out a busy high. Azul mean, and humanity survival, co-redefine car rahedi, strategic planners need bat par agreement, key instant response council, key lie comfort hoda, wo unhain familiar territory, dita, retaliation, escalation, negotiation, is lie response code delay karna zaruri, the delay chias create karta hay. Delay doubt pay to karta hay. Our doubt sab si menga weapon hoda hay. Monskas ray council key intelligence nodes confuse hogay. Kutch reports Katie think he earth fractured ha. Think he koi hidden buildup ho raha hai. Koi confirmation na hai mil raha. The human communication traffic intentionally noisy rakagaya. False positives, decoy signals, meaningless data flood, silence komas kia gaya shorsi is ki sasate earth ni apni strategy ko scale par nai depth par focus kia. Yeah, war ik front par nahi Larry Johnny the. Yes, simultaneously physics, psychology, our perception key level par fight oni the. R is key lie time chai the. What she's jo council the underestimate key. Humanity kasabsi barafeda ya the unhain jaldi nahi. Alien civilizations evolution to par short term dominance kia that mean the. Fast victories. Immediate submission. Humans ka evolutionary background mukama matalif the unhunni sati young tapahaya stiva ki lai lurai taiti bana guarantee ki call ho goodbye nanahi. Patience on DNA main is like jab council ni deka ki earth sequoia reaction nahara to unhunni pressure barhan kasocha. Trade restrictions, subtle diplomatic slights, peripheral harassment, yes, SAB test a, insani threshold measure karn kilai, heart test response ada, precisely calibrated, not cam. Kabai legal challenge, kabai economic rotting, kabai bilkul ignore, council, har move ni kanki and our disagreement, key, humahan push car ray, hey na. Nale, Dushrani Joabdaya, Hum an Hein Luz Kare Hain, Izzy Confusion mean humanity Kakam Hora, the Earth Key and their Koi celebration, not Fithi Hoi speeches Surfcom. Systems align hooray there. Protocol synchronized. Command chain simplified. Hard cheese high objective key gird silently rotate car ride jab humanity boligi. To surf eek bar boligi. Our war was echo key live design key hide the galaxy council kolactic silence fear cause sign hey. Unhan pattern eye the key yes silence exains. Jerry Lambie, Arjan Buj, Carly Gaya, Kyanke J Jab Humanity ni bona the to war laughs and mean bone wally the war reality key structure mean bone wally the Annihilation protocol con namely bear kissy public channel parnaya ye koi speech ka hissanai bana the high kissy threat key tor par broadcast ho is ka reveal egg side effect the J's kissy darwitski kon par and nira nazar ajeda hai che ap ni use a dik hand ka arada na by kia ho jab humanity ni is a activate kia galaxy ko batang ki lai na the ye humanity kuya dalane ki lai the ki lan kan draw hu chuki hai ye protocol kissy emergency response ki lai design na hai ki gaya the earth ki archives mean is a defensive contingency by nahi kai ha gaya is ke classification arzada sat the existential finality framework is ka matlab ye the ki jab annihilation protocol activate hoda to assumption ye hodi ki normal survival models fail ho chuk hain negotiation deterrence sab obsolete ho chuk hode hain is protocol ki banirek cd sai sach par raki gaiti koi threat humanity ko kadam karn key capability our intent dono deke to us threat ko future mean exist karn kamaka na milna chai galaxy council ni yebat bohat der si samji protocol kapelair physical warfare si mutily gainada ye assumption agalat the ki extinction surf bomb si hodi ha insanity planners jant they key civilizations XR collapse cardi hain economically psychologically or structurally jabin key systems exath pressure mean j hain is lie annihilation protocol kaiazo focus destruction naibalki irreversibility the jab is a active key gaia governance cores jo surf theory mean module sanja jate full autonomy par shift okay in a's cam fleets co-command Karna na the uncut the outcomes co-guarantee Karna human oversight head of Gaia Kunke extinction level scenarios mean emotional hesitation sabsi bar risk holder hay self-replicating systems co-green light mill gay licking gray goo jay-z miss ki muta big nay ye systems surf define targets par replicate hote they our hard replication ki sathanka behavior our zada specialized who jada the Har Council civilization key lie alag weapon logic, alag pressure points, alag collapse vectors, a gravity-based warfare annihilation protocol, central pillar thee. Insano ni samja the key armor shields our fleet's temporary solutions hain, gravity fundamental hay. Appuse jam nai car sake, negotiate nahi car sake, surf adjust car sake the ho, yes key crush your safety ho. Micro singularity arrays, tidal stressors, our relativistic mass drivers surf weapons, neha they will environmental edits they, psychological warfare co is protocol mean equal weight degay, surf civilian morale target nahi kiagaya, leadership cognition co destabilize kiagaya, council key decision makers key lie hard choice menjibana degay. Jew by decision Leah Jada, ski Seth cascading, failure attach holder, ye chaos na how the ye design the our first abscisiata disturbing cheese Sam A. Annihilation protocol ka in-game kaba victory define high na hay carta the is mean surfake success condition that threat cannot re-emerge. Is ka matlab ya ho sat to the key civilization physically zindare, likkening militarily, our culturally ka be recovering the car sake. Unki mitzmin by domination, ki kahani and kadam hojayan, ki children by surf ye at reiki and ki kabi galaxy mean eight species the Joe Insano si tak ride there. Our fur history band gay. Council ki scientist jab is protocol ki fragment samajin lage to an henek bait ni sab si zada haladai ye sab kuch naya na heda. Yudikes Tayor Horaha, the humans Niaze is Lai Nahi Banaya, the Kiwo Galaxy Ko Rule Karnachate, Unhan Niaze is Lai Bani, the Agar Kabian Unhin Corner Kardaya Gaia, not to Wo Surf Monkey Lai Ternahan, Annihilation Protocol Humanity Ki Aggression Kasabot Neither, Yeon Ki Trauma ka artifact the. Apni high history si si kagay eksaba ki jab survival parcel at jetu. I measure koi mab na hey hoda. Aliens ni sota the key insani restraint unki limitation hey. Azel mean woo safety lock the. Our jab galaxy council ni is lock kota daya. To unha ni ya by unlock car daya ki humanity ni apni sab. Skofnik cheese ka by enemies ki lai nai benaidi. Wo cheese humanity ni online benan ki lai the job universe ka jed decide Carly ki insane ko kadam karna ek option hey.